United has finally completed the signing of Matthias Cunha. It is not official yet, but it is over more or less. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed it, and his confirmation is the ultimate confirmation. So Matthias Cunha will be paying around $80 million for him, and of course, we did not negotiate directly with Wolves. We are paying his release clause, and as per David Ornstein, it will be paid during a period of 5 years, because of course we cannot afford to pay 80 million lump sum right now. So now talking about Kuna, he is coming from Wolves. He is a Portuguese player. Wolves this season played a formation of 3-4-2-1, which is the same formation which Amorim plays. And in that formation, Kuna plays as the number 10 position. If we compare that position to our team, that is the position where Garnacho plays. So he'll most probably be replacing Garnacho as our left number 10. But the crazy thing about Puna is he is a creator as well as a scorer. He is someone who can connect the midfield with the forward, and he can set up goals, he can score goals. As we know, he has scored 15 goals this season, which is more than the number of combined goals scored by Bruno, Hoyland and Garnacho this season in the Premier League. So he will be a very good addition to our team, and we definitely need him. He is also a versatile player. He can play up ahead as a centre forward as well. But the only negative, it is only a minor negative in terms of what he is offering to us. But the only small negative is his behavior. Actually, he is his temperament, not behavior. His temperament. He loses his temper on the field, and he has missed quite a few games. He missed quite a few games last season for Wolves because of suspension. But that is least of our worries right now. We need a Premier League tested player, and Kuna ticks all the boxes. We are also linked with Liam Delap, Ipswich Town centre forward. And there are reports that we have verbally agreed with Liam Delap, but Fabrizio has not confirmed anything, so we don't know what is going to happen. He has interest from Chelsea, Everton as well. Chelsea are offering him Champions League football. Of course, we cannot offer him. Our USP to Delap is that he will be the main man up ahead. That is the USP which we are offering to Delap, because as we know in Chelsea they have Cole Palmer, so he's definitely not going to be the main man there. So hopefully he listens to our offer and joins us. So Liam Delap has scored 12 goals this season in the Premier League for Ipswich, who are of course being relegated. Now since Kuna is coming, so we all know who he is going to replace, Alejandro Garnacho. It has been a long time coming for Garnacho. For he Day before yesterday, news came out that Amorim had not publicly, Amorim in front of the other United players had told Garnacho to find a new club, which is extremely ruthless. We have seen those videos of Garnacho on this Malaysian tour. He looks quite dejected, most probably because of this only. But he needs to leave. We have been dealing with him for quite a few time now with his disciplinary problems under Ten Hag and under Amorim as well, of course. Under Ten Hag, he liked a few posts which were criticizing Ten Hag. He liked a post criticizing Lisandro Martinez, who is his international teammate as well. And then we all know under Amorim in December, before that Manchester City match, Garnacho and Rashford were benched because of some issues. Garnacho, of course, managed to recover from that, but it does not look like he learned anything from that moment. But now people are saying that if we keep firing players because of their attitude, then no one would be left at United. We did the same with Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. Not questioning Ronaldo's attitude, but his how he dealt with Ten Hag at that point of time. So my defense for Amorim would be that we need to set some ground rules. He need to show his authority because this is what is needed right now. We need a dictator, for lack of better words. We need a dictator at a club right now who has the guts to take ruthless decisions, who will spare no one and do what is necessary to bring back glory to this club. And Amorim is the perfect man. I think this duo of Amorim and Radcliffe is going to prosper because, as we know, Radcliffe has been taking some drastic measures as well in terms of firing a lot of people, in terms of staff redundancies and whatnot. A few years ago, these decisions would have been unthinkable, but they are taking the uncomfortable and not so popular choices, which are necessary at the moment if we want our club to survive. So we as fans should show our faith in them, show our patience, because like I said before, changes are not going to happen overnight. Buying a few good players is not going to make everything right, because the problems are at deeper levels. The problem are in our organization structure as well, and it has to be changed. Now, since we were talking about staff redundancies, which has been going on at United for a long time now, for a year or so, but one notable one notable news which came out last year was that we had a body language consultant whom we were paying £175,000 under Ten Hag, and he was apparently fired. Now the question was, why were we paying so much money to a body language consultant? Why do we need a body language consultant in the first place? Now this great article came out on the Athletic where they were talking about this, and it was mentioned that this body language consultant was to help the players when they were taking penalty kicks during a shootout, or in a during a normal match itself, where the consultant, the coach would help the players to maintain their composure and to predict which side the goalkeeper was going to dive. So, and we saw some results as well, because if you remember last year during our FA Cup run which we won, we two of our matches went to penalty shootouts and we won both of them. So it shows that the said body language consultant was doing a fair job. He did cost us money, but he also did manage to bring us revenue because we won the FA Cup, of course, thanks to winning those penalty shootouts. But Radcliffe does not think that this is necessary, so that is why he fired it. But now, under Radcliffe, United has signed a sprint coach as well, a sprint coach. I think this decision was taken considering the number of injuries, especially the hamstring injuries, which the players are getting recently. And in the same article which I referred to earlier, there was this bit about Mason Mount. So United hired this sprint coach uh, on recommendation of one of the advisors of Radcliffe, and this coach worked with Mason Mount, and he he advised Mason Mount on the technique of running, like what should be the position of hands when you're running. And as per that article, Mount really found it satisfactory that after using those techniques advised by the consultant, he noticed some good differences. I know most of the people would think that it is not really necessary hiring a sprint coach. Everybody knows how to run, and it is all in the legs how fast you're running. You cannot change your pace by monitoring the movement of your arms, because there is a normal movement like this. So how it is going to help? But I think these small decisions are, I think, are what makes the bigger difference. But of course, considering where we are at the moment, 15th in the Premier League, it is not going to affect us much, but it can affect us in terms of injuries, because by following these principles laid out by the said consultant, then players will not be injured, because that is the reason this coach was hired in the first place. Now, Radcliffe a few months ago said that the data analysis system at a club was extremely obsolete, outdated, and we have now hired a few data analysts this year. Our CEO Omar Berada and our technical director James Wilkes, they apparently went to Germany to some Adidas facility to get some information and input regarding how to set up a data analysis system. And considering that, United have made some signings in this department as well. They have recruited new members, and the most notable members out of this team would be Michael Sensoni. Those who watch F1 would be familiar with him, because he used to work. He worked at the Mercedes Petronas F1 team with Lewis Hamilton. So recently, there have been reports that the players have been unhappy because the hotels in which the players are staying before going for away games have not been the best hotels. It is probably another form of cost cutting measures taken by Ineos and Radcliffe. And even this Malaysian tour which we have going on at the moment, it is also part of generating some extra revenue. It is reported that United will probably generate like 14 15 million pounds of revenue from this post season tour. But players are of course not happy with this tour, because the season is already over and they are still being kind of forced to fulfill their engagement duties. But we are more or less on the verge of bankruptcy, so we will have to milk the cow. That is what is needed at the moment.